everyone, and welcome to my very first YouTube video, I guess. If you're wondering, Dorn, where has your hair gone? I lost it. No, I went to the barber shop and it's right here. It's in a little bag. I cut it off. I'm gonna donate it to a good cause, so somebody else can be very happy with my hair, hopefully. Today we're gonna do a most likely to tag, or whatever you want to call it. We're doing this because we reached a certain amount of pledges on Patreon, which is amazing, and I would like to take this opportunity to thank you all. I think we have about 27 patrons now, which is absolutely crazy, so I really wanted to do this as a way of saying thank you, and I think it might be fun. I have 25 questions, so I might not be able to include all of you. Like, I'm not gonna force myself to answer a certain person because I haven't like mentioned that person yet, but if I feel like I've skipped over some people, I might mention you at the end or something. I might do a little thing where I thank everyone. That might be nice. Yeah, let's start, shall we? Alright, so the first question is, I'm reading it off of my screen if you wonder why my eyes are going that way. Who is most likely to be the first to have children? Now, I know for a fact that I will not have to expect any mini Andrews or Hildas, so I can't mention either of them. I kind of want to mention myself because you guys always seem to think that I'm pregnant for some reason. I'm gonna go ahead and mention Lady Aviana because she seems to be in a really nice, really healthy relationship at the moment, and she might be looking to get some little tiny babies floating around, you know? I don't know. It's just a guess. It's just my interpretation of things, but yeah. So Lady Aviana. Who is most likely to have sex most often? Sine. Who is most likely to build the biggest house? I'm gonna go on a limb here and say Foof, aka Tufo, because he's an artist and I can just see him, like, okay, I imagine him to be a painter right now, which he's not, but, or at least I don't know if he's a real, whatever, he's an artist, and I can see him like in a really big house with lots of windows and like his equipment everywhere, which sounds really weird, but yeah, I can see him in a really big house and to have like lots of space and lots of light coming in so he can be inspired by big houses. Number 4, who is most likely to move to another country? Now I'm gonna go ahead and say Caitlyn here, and I think it could be Caitlyn because I know for a fact that she is in a relationship with a really lovely lady, and I think she lives in another country. I'm pretty sure that this lady lives in my country and Caitlyn doesn't, so I'm gonna go ahead and say Caitlyn because she might want to move. Why am I spilling everyone's personal details in this video? This is already total fucking... Alright. Why do I keep scratching my nose? Can I stop scratching everything that is on my face and stop touching your hair? Number 5 is who is most likely to win the lottery? I'm gonna go ahead and say Flores, aka F the Bell. I don't know, he just seems like he seems cheeky enough to win the lottery in a way that he wasn't meant to win it, but he just like I don't know, it just, I don't know how to explain it. He seems like he would manipulate it in a way that would make him win, and then he'd go off and do very nice things with them. Like, I'm not trying to say you're a bad person, I just feel like you're cheeky enough for that kind of stuff. Alright? Alright. Who is most likely to meet a ghost in the bathroom? feel, okay, this is gonna be a stupid answer, but I feel like that could be Earth. I can just picture him being totally drunk off his ass and just being in a club or something, and he goes into the bathroom and he sees a fucking ghost, and he comes out and he's like, guys, I saw a ghost. Or how do I, guys, I saw a ghost. And no one would believe him. It's just like, yeah, sure, man, sure, you saw a ghost, I'm sure, yeah, you did. Who is most likely to get bitten by a vampire? I feel like that would be weird. Why do I always have such a hard time pronouncing your name? Word up to you, mama. I feel like that would be him because of animes. I don't know, I associate vampires with animes for some reason. That might be due to Vampire Night, but I feel like if anyone would get in touch with the occult, how do you pronounce that? In any way, it would be him. And he would like it, I think. Who is most likely to build the next cool gadget? That would be Eson. No fucking doubt in my mind, that would be Eson. Like, he would bring out something that would make him instantly famous, and then he'd have to make a speech and Eson would be like, okay. Like, humble as fuck. But yeah, he's a genius. Who is most likely to sleep with his Optimus Prime robot? What? In what way? I feel like if we're talking like going to bed and just like snuggling with it, like not in a sexual way, let's just assume that that's what they mean. I would say Andrew for some reason, because Andrew gets really excited about stuff. I don't think I want to know how many times he's seen the Deadpool trailer now, so I feel like that would be Andrew. I'm sorry. Who is most likely to become the first one in the group to kiss a girl? Sounds kind of weird, but let's just assume that we're all in like fucking grade school or something and nobody's ever kissed a girl before. This is a tough one. I'm gonna go ahead and say goat. And like, I could choose either someone I think is a real womanizer, or I could pick someone who I think is really nice and would just like win the heart of a girl by being himself, and that would be goat. Who is most likely to get married to their computer with their Xbox as best man? I don't know, all of us? All of us. Is that an answer? I think all of us. Maybe I'm gonna go and say Tom, because he loves Dota 2 so much, and like at some point he might marry his computer because that's the only way he could marry Dota 2, and then have, I don't even know if Tom has an Xbox, but that's fine. Who is most likely to beg their parents for a new toy this Christmas? Me? No. I literally don't have any reason to mention anyone. You know what? No. I'm gonna say Hilda, because she was home alone this Christmas and she deserves a really nice present this Christmas. So, not in the sense that she would actually ask her parents, just that she deserves it. Who is most likely to wear a Darth Vader costume to a Halloween party? I'm gonna go ahead and say Bobby, aka Uncharted Creed, because I didn't know how much of a Star Wars fan Bobby was until I had to like stalk through his Twitter for no apparent reason a few days ago. Who is most likely to become a gigolo? Sine? I also kind of feel like Sheep would do that. Sine and Sheep, they would be the perfect team. Yeah, they would be the perfect team, I think. Yeah, definitely. Or maybe even Delpho, because he's been working his ass off trying to get into real good shape, and maybe that once he's once he's achieved that, he'd be like, I can't keep this body from the world, and then he's just gonna like sell his body to women. That makes sense, right? I know. Who is most likely to live in a zoo? For some reason, I feel like saying nunchucks. He just seems like that type of positively weird. Is that a thing? Or can you be positively weird? I think I am positively weird. I think we're all positively weird. I think none would do that. He would just not give a flying fuck. Like he's chilling between penguins and giraffes and stuff. I would definitely come and visit you. So who is most likely to get lost at Disneyland? Hilda? Hilda has no sense of direction. No sense whatsoever. So that would be 100% Hilda. Yes. And then can you imagine the two of us going together and then actually it being like broadcasted around the park? Like, can someone come fetch this little girl? And I'd be like, oh god. I can see that happening. Yeah. Who is most likely to go to a Justin Bieber concert? That is a good question. I feel like that would be Darren for some reason. I mean, Dund and Cine always talk about music, and I don't think Dund necessarily likes Justin Bieber, but I think he might appreciate his like latest songs, because sometimes I post a song and Dund likes them for some reason and I'm just like, wait, what? And I think it would be him. And I would definitely tag along. I would go to a Justin Bieber concert if he promised to only do his latest songs. Who is most likely to become president someday? For some reason, my heart says Izzy. And Izzy, because he's so, like every time he talks in chat, he's just so eloquent. Is that the word? Like it's just so nicely written, and I just get a very nice vibe from his text in my chat. Who is most likely to break out in a song in a public place? Me, Hilda. I feel like Cramble would be crazy enough to do that. Like he might not start it, but he might join in. So I think that counts. Who is most likely to get in a fight? I think Gabe, aka Corn. I don't even know how to pronounce. I think I've always called you Gabe. And that is because Gabe is very outspoken, which is not a bad thing in any way, but I feel like at some point he might say something that might offend someone in his like general direction. He might get like a punch or something. I don't know. It's just people who are very outspoken sometimes have this problem. I feel like that could happen to me. I feel like I am probably too outspoken sometimes. Who is most likely to fall asleep at a party? I think we're all party animals. Maybe it might be Darren, because he likes to lurk every now and then, I think. I'm just gonna go on a limb and assume. And maybe he'd be like at a party and he'd be sitting on a couch and he'd be so quiet that all of a sudden he's just like he's so mellowed out, so zen that he's just like something like that. I had to come up with something. I don't know. I don't feel like any of us would really fall asleep at a party, especially if it's a party between all of us, because we get very excited and stuff. Who is most likely to take the longest to get ready? That would be me. That's the actual answer, but I'm gonna go with Jangles. Jangles might be it. from what I know of him now, he doesn't have long hair anymore, but during the period that maybe he had his long hair, he might have taken a longer time than most of the guys. And I think right now he has a really long beard, and maybe he does some stuff to the beard, you know, before he goes out. He's just gotta like take care of the beard. Who is most likely to survive a zombie apocalypse? I feel like that would be Obscure, because I think Obscure is into games like Daisy and that kind of stuff. I'm just gonna throw that out there because he likes Lyric and I love Lyric, and Lyric used to play survival games. Or he still does, but not that much, I think. But I think Obscure likes those games too, and he might have like picked up some nice tips from those games. Who is most likely to forget something important? That would be me, because I'm a goldfish, but I'm not my own patron, so I only have like a couple people left, but I don't know where to stick them. I thought it would be all over the place, but it's kind of okay, I got one. I'm gonna say Gandhi, because Gandhi was oblivious to the fact that Disaster Glennie is actually a man for about for a few months, I think. So Gandhi, looking at you. Alright, last one. Who is most likely to get married first? I'm gonna say Lady Aviana again, for the exact same reasons that I mentioned her before. So, yeah. Well, that was it. That was the 25 questions. I think I managed to mention almost all of you. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I have no idea how to make videos, but I did it anyway, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'll be seeing you guys very soon, so bye!